Hello everyone, Ryan here. I'm back to this channel, Madman Reviews. Originally I thought that I forgot my password in order to get back on to this channel and all that. But earlier today I guessed and I got it right. And it's, so yeah, Madman Reviews is back. I am back. Of course, I posted several other movie reviews on my main channel. If you want to check out my main channel, Madman Reads and Rocks, I'll provide a link to that. Because I uploaded reviews of the Joker, the recent Joker movie, Gemini Man, Brightburn, I believe. Yeah, Brightburn. I forget which others. But I'll provide the link to my main channel, Madman Reads and Rocks. But so for this review, I wanted to talk about Good Boys. Good Boys. Of course, it's rated R. I pretty much I kind of knew what to expect from this movie because it was made by the same people who did Superbad. And I'm not sure of the same writers, producers, but yeah, pretty much same guys who had something to do with Superbad. Okay, so I got kind of interrupted, but so anyway, same guys that did Superbad made this movie. Main character Max and his friends Lucas and Thor. That's right, Thor. They're 12-year-olds. Of course, they go by the moniker tweens because they're not quite teenagers, but they're pretty much headed that way anyways. And, they get invited to like their first official kissing party, and of course they start freaking out because none of them has ever kissed before. So they try to figure out, how they can go about practice kissing and all that. And of course, one of the first things they do is they practice on some quote-unquote CPR doll. Actually, it turns out to be a sex doll and belonging to one of their parents, or more than one parent. I don't know the exact details, but so yeah, and then crap, some huge truck right next to me just goddamn trucks everywhere. But what was I saying? So Max uses his dad's drone and they decide to spy on some teenage girls that live next door because they figure like maybe they can, if they watch them long enough, they can learn how to kiss. Which that doesn't work out, and then the teenage girls, they see that the drone is spying on them and they take the drone away from them, and they get involved in this whole thing, and they accidentally take some drugs that these teenage girls were going to take. I believe they call them Molly. I think it was pretty much like ecstasy or something like ecstasy. Or it could just, Molly could be, I think Molly's slang word for ecstasy. X, or I don't know. But that's beside the point. And so yeah, they try to get the drone back, and then they're not able to, and a whole bunch of weird, funny, slightly interesting stuff happens to them, and which could only happen in a movie, obviously, because it's just a lot of highly outlandish things. I mean, although I guess when I think about it, there was maybe a handful of very weird, outlandish things that when I was a kid, when I was like 12 or 13, that I ended up being involved in, and which I never really intended to be involved in the first place. And if anything, that's what this movie kind of reminds me of. And I guess ultimately it kind of would, remind anyone especially if I mean, if you didn't if you didn't live a very sheltered childhood, and if you like had, if you had good friends by your side most of the time, and you always like ended up having some kind of wacky adventure or something like. That's pretty much what this movie is a reminder of. It's okay. I mean, me personally, there was only maybe a handful of scenes that actually made me laugh, and there was really only one scene that made me laugh hysterically out loud. I don't want to give it away, but yeah, it's Also, too, I mean, it would make sense that the same guys that did Superbad also made Superbad also made this movie, because it's along the same lines, except that the kids in this are far younger than in Superbad. So yeah, there's also some scenes that kind of like, for me, like kind of made me cringe a little bit, because it was like, yeah, these are actual kids, like, they're, But ultimately, it was okay. It was an all right movie. I mean, I guess overall, as far as the rating goes, I would give it. I'm gonna say bare minimum 5.5 out of 10, but ultimately I'd say like 6 at the most, 6 out of 10. Yeah. So, I mean, the acting is decent. I mean, for kids like Max and his friends, Lucas and Thor, just, critiquing just their acting skills. I mean, for kids, yeah, they did an all right job. That's as far as everyone else in the movie, yeah, everyone else was all right too. Maybe like slightly mediocre, but obviously this movie is not gonna win any Oscars or. But yeah, overall I give it at the most 6 out of 10. So that's it. If you like weird, outlandish comedies and whatnot, and if you're fine with watching 12-year-olds swear a lot and get involved with drugs and sex toys and or just wacky stuff in general, then you might like this movie. So that's it for my review. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. As always, next time, don't forget, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.